Stay! Huh? No!
Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Joffrey Noodle Legs here today with the last one of our Christmas horror movie week reviews. And this week we're going back to Silent Night, Deadly Night, which I reviewed on the first night. We're going to Deadly Night Part 2. Okay, so this is the sort of follow-up, to the first one. Well, it is, but it's a strange sort of film. This is released on 101 Blu-rays, standard edition, with no reversible cover. Got some good little extra features on it though, which is quite cool. So a little synopsis of the film, the first film. No, seriously. The film sort of starts off in like a, I think it's like a psychiatric hospital where we got a psychiatrist speaking to Richard, who is the younger brother of Billy from the first one.
Comfortable, you can just call me Doc. Fuck off, Doc.
I'm not one for games, Ricky. I'm a professional. My time is very valuable.
Oh. And mine isn't?
Your time is running out, son. I'm your last chance.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What makes you think you can bullshit your way into my head? Like every other pencil-neck piece of shit!
I told you to get out!
So this is Richard, Richie, whatever you want to call him, and he's the brother of Billy from the first film. If you've seen my first film review, you'll know who he was. And he was him and his little baby brother. Now this is his baby brother grown up, and it looks like he's also got issues because he's there in a psychiatric place. And then we start, the psychiatrist then starts to ask him his questions.
Then let's get started. I need to ask you something.
Shoot. It's your dime.
It's my dime. Who killed your parents?
You really want to know?
Who, Ricky? Who did it?
Santa Claus.
So you can see that he's sort of narrating the first part of the film of number one, when his family are killed in the car by the Santa Claus. And I'll let you know now, this movie's 90 minutes long, an hour and a half, and the first 45 minutes is pretty much the first movie. No joke, it is. But it's just him sort of narrating little bits, and you sort of cut back to him now and again to sort of like to show that you're still narrating the first film. And then we get to see what happened to his parents and with Billy and stuff. And then we cut, and then Eric Freeman, who's playing Richard, gives us a class in acting.
Time ago. How could you possibly remember all that?
Because I was there. You know, I don't like your attitude, Bloom.
My attitude is not the issue, Mr. Caldwell.
Oh, I forgot.
So after that awesome acting there, the psychiatrist then asks him about what happened in the orphanage.
It was rough on both of us. And Christmas time was always the worst.
All right, now who's next? We haven't seen your drawing yet, have we?
It didn't exactly bring out the best in Billy.
Billy.
So again, like I said, we get more and more clips from the first film, and he talks about the orphanage and stuff like that. And then we cut back to the psychiatrist again, and he's talking to Billy about if he misses his brother and stuff.
You miss your brother.
What do you think?
You felt sorry for him. Why?
I feel sorry for you.
You do.
Yeah. You're shrink number 13.
Good. That's my lucky number. Do you dream, Ricky?
I don't sleep. But Billy had dreams.
Then he goes on to ask him, "Oh, do you dream?" And Billy goes, "I don't sleep." But my brother did. And then we go back, obviously. We see loads of sort of clips from the orphanage. It shows the bit where the Mother Superior is trying to make Billy sit on Santa's knee and that sort of stuff. And then the psychiatrist asks Richard about his brother then leaving like the orphanage. He says, "Yeah, because he was 18.
Let's jump ahead.
Let's.
Your brother eventually left the orphanage.
Yeah.
Left you alone.
He didn't leave me. He was 18. Mother Superior got him a job.
And this is where we sort of cut to all the clips of Billy working at the toy shop, and they show all the different sort of killings that he does and stuff like that. And then when he ended up back at the old orphan to try and get his revenge on the Mother Superior, and then sort of Billy got killed there. We see that clip again.
You're safe now. Santa Claus is gone.
And then we see the clip of, like, after Billy's dead, laying at the feet of his younger brother Richard at the orphanage.
Naughty. Very naughty.
We then cut to them actually, the story now progressing, now we're 45 minutes into the film, into them talking about Richard when he's left the orphanage. Apparently, I don't know if it was burnt down or was knocked down, but he actually got adopted by a family.
And they treated me okay. I was finally able to act like a kid. Not some freak show with a killer for a brother. It wasn't bad. Hell, what did I know? I was 12 years old.
But Richard didn't get away from stuff that easily, because he's still afraid of Red and nuns.
Mom, just a second, honey. Mom, Ricky, darling, Mommy is talking. So we're going to... Mom, look. What is it, sweetheart?
We then cut to Richard and his new mother at the graveyard of his stepfather, or his father he calls him, because his father's passed away, and Richard's grown up a little bit older.
Died. And guess what? That hit me pretty hard.
We didn't cut to Richard on a little country walk, as you do, and he comes across this couple sort of in the field on a picnic, and I think the guy's coming on quite strong to the woman.
Back roads. No one was close. No one to lose. You tend to get paranoid when everyone around you gets dead. That's life.
Yeah, so the guy comes on quite strong to the woman. She says she's not ready yet, but he's persistent. And in the end, Richard's watching all this, and it sort of resembles the attack of Santa Claus on his mother back when he was little. I don't know how he remembers that, because he was about a 3-month-old baby. But anyway, it reminds him of that. And so the guy's naughty. So he then, as you see, runs him over and runs him back and forth and runs him over quite a bit. And then the woman turns up and actually thanks him for it, says thank you. So he's still a little bit like Billy, punishing the naughty and nice, a little bit like Christmas Evil. These are quite similar. So he thinks he's naughty. So Richard then goes after people that are naughty. Like this instance, he goes to like an alleyway. He's got a job working in the kitchens or whatever, and he sees this sort of I don't know if it's a gangster or drug dealer or whatever, sort of beating up this other guy, and goes to help out.
Boy, this sounded like some squirrel getting its nuts squeezed.
Rocco, let's talk. Rocco, it's just between the two of us. Rocco, come on, we can work off. Monday, I swear, I'll pay it all on Monday.
You won't live until Monday.
Listen. I got a line on something. I can feel it. It's gonna happen.
Hey, you know what?
What?
I hope you don't pay on Monday. Because I enjoy this.
So he ends up sort of like, this guy's got like a red handkerchief or something, so that sort of fliggers him off again. And so he goes over and he attacks him and sort of kills him bizarrely with an umbrella. He sort of shoves the umbrella through him and then opens it the other side, and it's got all blood on it. Looks really, really cool, believe me. Obviously I can't show as much as that though. Then the story moves on, and he's talking to psychiatrists more about a girl, I think it's Melissa, or no, Jennifer, that's her name. And it's sort of like a girl he's sort of fallen for.
She was a knockout.
And they end up at the cinema and they're watching the movie, and there's a couple of idiots making noise at the back, and which obviously, you know, is going to get their comeuppance.
You got a problem, pal?
See what I mean?
Yeah.
So Richard is quite similar to Billy in a lot of ways. Obviously, Billy was more along the Santa Claus. He's more affected by the what's happened to him at the orphanage, I think, because obviously he was too young really to get affected by the Santa Claus thing too much. But does he dress up as Santa Claus and do some killings? You need to watch it and find out, because I'm not telling you anymore. So he's actually on the same sort of path as his brother. In fact, I think if anything, he kills more than his brother in the last 45 minutes. Say the first 45 minutes of the film is a recap of the first film, and in the second half is Richard's story. But it's worth it. It's worth it. It really is. My opinions of Silent Night, Deadly Night, it's amazing. It's an incredible film. When I was watching it, and I was watching the first 45 minutes, I thought, man, this is a load of rubbish, because I've just watched all this. I did quite like the clips with Eric Freeman, you know, because he was like, this, do you think so? Yeah, I was 18. And he talks like that throughout the whole film, with his eyebrows and stuff. Really poor acting, but still really cool. And I thought, well, that's giving the film a little something. And then it cuts to his story, and it's great. There's quite a few killings and stuff like that. You know, it's garbage day. It's just so cool. And then it sort of cuts back to the because he's escaped. You see, I think he ends up killing the psychiatrist, and he's escaped, and they're chasing him and stuff like that. So yeah, it's an awesome film. The pluses of the film is the transfer is great. I love it. It's still got the grain and that of the 80s, and I just love that. You know I do. It's something that I really want in these old films. You know, today's films, they don't need the grain because technology's moved on, and you can get crisp, sharp pictures without grain. But back then they didn't have that, and taking that out makes the film lose something. I personally think a lot of people love it when they take the grain out, but I don't. I just think when it looks polished, it doesn't look the same. So it still holds the grain. The acting is absolutely dreadful and brilliant at the same time. The story is great. I love the story. Really, really cool. And it does follow on from the first one eventually. So we get to the negatives. The negative is the first 45 minutes. We didn't need 45 minutes. That could have been done in a 10-15 minute slot at the beginning, and then we could have gone on for like an hour and 15 minutes of some more mayhem with Eric Freeman, which would have been amazing. But we got this, and that's what we got, and it's awesome. Really good film. So I'm going to score this now. I'm going to score this an awesome watch and give it a 9 out of 10. Yes, I gave the first one a 10 out of 10. This has lost the point because of the first 45 minutes is a repeat of the first film. So I suppose though, but you know, it's a cheap way to make the movie. You know what I mean? Because if you've got the sort of audacity, or you've got the actual permission to use all that, and you can think, well, if we do that and we've only got to film 45 minutes new story, we'd probably save a bit of money, you know. And I can understand why they do it, because again, these small companies are on a small budget, and it works. It really works. You don't think it is. So all I say, if you do get this and watch it, stick with it, okay? Stick with it. Get past the 45 minutes at the beginning, and then watch this, you know, really get into the second part. But please still watch the first one first, because you do need to watch them both. Awesome film. Love it. Really good. 9 out of 10. Any of you seen Silent Night, Deadly Night Part 2? If you have, let me know down below what you thought of it. It gets a lot of flack because of that. because it's like people say, oh God, it's the same film. It is for the first part, but it's not. It's like, I suppose in a way, if you've never seen the first one and you've got hold of this, you can actually probably watch this without the first one, because it explains to you what's happened to his brother. But the first film is so good. It's so good. You need to watch it. Just to get the whole sort of atmosphere of the film. This shows you the clips, but it doesn't have that atmosphere of the first one. But it has its atmosphere on its own when we get to the latter part of the film. Really good film. So there you are, guys. That's my Christmas week of Christmas horror movie reviews. So we've looked at Silent Night, Deadly Night. We've looked at ATM. We've looked at... what else have we done this week, guys? Christmas Evil. Remember doing that. We've looked at this, and we've looked at Black Christmas. So we've covered 5 classics. I would love to do films like Gremlins and stuff like that, but the problem is with that, because it's such a major company, my video is just going to be blocked. I know it will be, but I might do a Christmas top 10. I might try and squeeze one in before Christmas time. Obviously these 5 will probably be in there, but I might do that anyway, because it's a time of goodwill, and it's a time of, you know, Geoff do what the hell he likes, which I do anyway on my channel. As you know, this is my channel, so I put on it what I like. And so I like to, when I do my channel, I like to put stuff on there that I know I would like to go back and watch myself, because I'm a bit of an idiot, and I always get my words wrong. I always say the wrong names. I'm always in a right pickle. And I just the way I am, you know. I'm not going to be anything else but me when I'm on these videos. And, you know, you might think I'm foolish and stupid. That's fine. I ain't got a problem with that, because part of me I am. I mean, I've had some videos go out, like people picking me up on stuff, especially on my music videos. On my David Sylvian video, top 10. A lot of people pick me up on, oh, yeah, this. Mate, just you know, just let this old man be an old man and show his passion. You're missing the point. You're missing the point. You're missing my passion for it. I might get stuff wrong, but the one thing I don't get wrong is my passion for what I have. And that's what I've always said to you, isn't it? As long as you're passionate about something, do it. Like my films and my music and stuff like, and games and stuff like that. I like all the small independent games. I like all the cheesy little horrors. I like lots of music that people haven't heard of, because they all have passion, where a lot of the big companies with big money lack that passion, don't they? Because they can just throw money at it and let special effects do it all, and that's not really what I like. I'm waffling, so I'm gonna get out of here. Check out some horror channels, please, guys. Horror Hands, Horror Geek, The Man v Film, RS Designs, Pizzlewell, I Am Ice Lord, and Sarah of Horror. Check them all out, guys. If you don't see anything else this week, have a great Christmas, all right? Merry Christmas to you. Have a good one. Stay away from Santa Clauses, because you never know, you know. And don't forget Garbage Day, all right? See you soon, guys.